Hello students, I am back for one more video of writing task 2. In my previous video, I have discussed about an introduction and body paragraph 1. Now students, here I have taken a different types of essays and I am going to explain to you how to write an introduction. Before that, students, this is video number 15 and this is Saraswati Sisukunj Vagwala Boshan. And if we count about writing task, then it is video number 4 and the total number of video that we have, that is 15. In applied English, students, this is writing task 2 and there are total 8 types of essays that we have that I have already explained to you in my previous videos. Students, now I am going to read this essay and I am going to explain to you how to write an introduction. Before that, there are total 8 types of essays. In the previous video of mine, I have explained every type of essay, and here I have taken a different type of essay. Let me read out what type of essay this is and what topic that we have. In many places, prisons are overcrowded and expensive for government to maintain. Now, in many places, prisons are overcrowded, means jails are overcrowded. Yet, when offenders are released, when criminals, offender means criminals, when offenders are released, they end up back in prison a short while later. That means after completing their imprisonment, again they come out and they do crime. Students, this is when offenders are released, they end up back in prison a short while later. Immediately they commit one more crime and they are back in prison. Do prisons work? There is a question. Do prison work? Okay. And one more question is given to us. Give reasons for your answer. That means what you need to write? You need to write your reasons when you write body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples. Okay. Include any relevant example from your own knowledge and experience. Students, what you need to write? You need to write your own experience, own knowledge of experience. Now, whatever the experience that you have come across in your life, that you need to write in body paragraph 1 or body paragraph 2. Okay, so this is the essay that we have, and you need to write reasons why it's happening. Give reasons for your answer. So whatever topic is given to us, we need to write reasons why it's happening. Okay. Do prisons work? That is also we need to mention. So in many places, prisons are overcrowded and expensive for government to maintain. Is it expensive for government to maintain? Yes, because there are number of criminals, okay, overcrowded in prisons, and it is really difficult for the government to maintain. Yet, when offenders are released, okay, even though when offenders are released, they end up back in prison, and when they complete their imprisonment, they come again in prison and they do again crimes. So they are used to it. What we need to write, students, we need to write are reasons for the answers. So I am going to explain to you how to write an introduction. I will write my introduction and then I will explain to you, students. Okay, I have already mentioned before that what things that you need to keep in mind in introduction. So there are total 3 things: first, second, and the third. The first one is global sentence. Global sentence. The second one is paraphrasing, students. Yes. Paraphrasing. And what is the third that we have? The third part of an introduction is thesis statement. So there are total 3 things we need to consider in an introduction: global sentence, paraphrasing, and thesis statement. And what is the word limit that we have for the introduction? It's about 45 to 50. 40 to 45 or 45 to 50, not more than that. So this is all about introduction. Now I am going to write an introduction on the board, and then I will explain to you the paraphrasing, global sentence and thesis statement. Hello students, you can see I have written an introduction over here of the topic. We have already read the topic. I have explained, and what is the topic that we have? The topic is prison. So we need to write an introduction on prison. Once again, that we will see, in many places prisons are overcrowded and expensive for government to maintain. Why? Because it is overcrowded, it's definitely very expensive for government to maintain. Yet when offenders are released, they end up back in prison. When they complete their sentencing, what happens? They again commit crimes and they are put in jail. They end up back in prison a short while later. So after some period of time, they are again in jail. Okay students, I have written an introduction over here. Before that, I have explained what are the three things that you need to consider in an introduction. One is global sentence, the second one is paraphrasing, and the third one, that is called thesis statement. Okay, let me read out. The most common forms of punishment is imprisonment in several parts of the world. So this is what I have written, students. Till here I have written. This is called topic sentence or global sentence. What is the global sentence? The global sentence is on prison or punishment. Okay. So the most common forms of punishment in imprisonment in several parts of the world. So this is global sentence, or you can call it topic sentence. Then what we need to do? We need to do paraphrasing. A number of prisoners relapse into crime once they are released into the community. So when they complete their sentencing of the particular imprisonment, what happens? They are again back into jail, released into the community. They are put in jail. What happens afterwards? They are put in jail again, and this continues forever. And once what happens? This cycle goes on, or it continues. So number of criminals, they finish their imprisonment, they go to the community, they commit crime, and again they are put in jail. So this cycle continues. So from here students, I have written to till here. What I have done? I have done paraphrasing. Okay. Yes, till here I can underline. Okay, students. So now after global sentence, what we need to write? We need to write a paraphrasing. A number of prisoners relapse into crime once they are released. So when they complete their imprisonments, they go to the community. They tend to commit number of crimes into the community. They are put in jail. They are again put in jail. Instead of prison, what I have written? I have written jail. Or you can use bars also, behind the bars. Okay. Again, and this continues forever. And this fixes cycle. What happens? Continues forever. In my view, sentencing criminals in prison fails. That means this imprisonment, again they come to jail, they finish their imprisonment, they go to the community, again they commit crime. So what happens? This type of does not work. Imprisonment fails in most cases, and I will explain why. So this is thesis statement, students. From here to till here, what is this? This is called thesis statement. So in my view, what is my view about this passage? In my view, sentencing criminals in prison fails. So this is not the right imprisonment. This is not a perfect law for the criminals. Why? Because it does not work. If it really works, after completing their imprisonment, criminals do not commit crime. But what happens? It continues. So it fails. I don't know why. So what we are going to explain reason why. In prison fails. In most cases, and I will explain why. So what I am going to write? I have written an introduction. What? Global sentence, paraphrasing and thesis statement. Now I am going to write body paragraph 1. So I have explained to you students an introduction, how to write, what is the topic we have. The topic we have that is called prison, and what overcrowded and difficult to maintain for the government. Okay, and they end up back in prison short while later. So this is the kind of essay that we have. What we need to write? Do prisons work? Here we need to explain in one of the body paragraphs that why do prisons work. If it really works, then definitely there should not be number of times, but it continues. So what is lacking? We need to write reasons in body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. Okay students, so this is the way we need to write. One is global sentence, the second one is paraphrasing, and the third one that is thesis statement. And what is the topic we have? The topic we have that is called reason. Now students, there are a number of topics that we have. Religion, education, then technology, science, environment, politics. So this is one of the topics that we have prison. But in this particular topic, there are different types of essays that we have. But you should have a strong vocabs on a particular topic. Then you are able to write your introduction or body paragraph 1 to conclusion very well. Students, I hope you have understood this topic and an introduction. You can just try and you can write in a different way and let me know that how you have written.